It's one thing knowing what the spring trends are, it's another to know who can wear them and how to wear them. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome to my channel. Now, I've talked quite a bit recently about spring and summer trends, but there are a few other trends that have popped up that for some reason I just haven't given much airtime to. Now, these trends are well worth knowing about and I'm sure there's going to be something here for you to love. I also thought it was high time that I shared some of these trends and talked a little bit more about who can wear them and how to wear them. So let's get on with it. Now, first up, I'm going to start with a micro trend. So it's only very much a small trend, but it's one that's fun, it's happening, and it's very convenient. And I'm kind of giving a nod to it today. So the elephant in the room is the scarf. I don't normally wear a scarf or any headgear headgear sounds like I'm going to play football, but any headwear when I'm filming videos. But I've actually recently started wearing headscarves and I'm loving it. Now, that is not exactly the trend, but the micro trend is actually headbands, elasticated, cool headbands. I was recently given one by some friends for my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I started wearing that, and that kind of got me into the routine or into the groove of wearing headbands. I've been wearing that one. It's a Lululemon headband. I love it, and it's been super easy and fun to wear when I'm out exercising, but I've kind of continued that trend and started wearing them out and about a little bit as well. So these stretchy, colourful headbands are very much where it's at. And in my opinion, they are super handy, especially if you need to wash your hair and you're not having such a great hair day. They're perfect for me when I can see some grey regrowth popping up and I don't have time to get it coloured. And if I'm just not sure what I want to do with my hair, a headband holds it all back and just means that I look a little bit pulled together, but I haven't really done anything special at all. So think about headbands. Everyone and anyone can wear them. They add a little bit of extra something to an outfit, and they're an easy way to incorporate a color that you're wearing and make that color a little bit more statement-like. So for instance, if you're wearing a shirt or pants with a particular color, you can bring that in your headband and just create a cohesive outfit. This one, as I said, it's a micro trend and it's one just to have a bit of fun with, but definitely consider giving your headwear a little bit of attention and upping the ante and grab yourself a headband. Or even a headscarf. Hey, why not even just go for a headscarf? I, as I said, am enjoying these. Now, next up, spring is all about the denim maxi skirt, but more so than that, what I am seeing is more of a full skirt. So denim maxis definitely come into this category, but don't be limited by only that one particular type of skirt for spring. So there is everything and anything from lovely pleated skirts to floaty ruffled skirts. All of the skirts do tend to be midi or maxi length, and they all do tend to be rather full. But the great thing about them is that a beautiful full skirt is actually very flattering, and it's flattering for most body types. Now, of course, if you're petite, I know you'll be a little nervous about getting swamped or the skirt wearing you, then perhaps it might be easier for you to opt for a midi length. If you're a little taller, then you can definitely go all the way and go maxi length, but there very much is something here for everyone. There's all sorts of volume as well, from some really floaty full skirts to more pleated skirts, but they have that sort of movement as well. And the nice thing about one of these fuller skirts is that you tend to team them with something that's a little bit more fitted, whether it's a simple tee or a crop top, for instance. They're really easy skirt and an easy shape to incorporate into your wardrobe. And the great thing about them too is that they're very much a trans-seasonal piece because you can wear them throughout the year and just layer up in the cooler months, and certainly wear them with some simple spring summer sandals and a tee or a tank top in the warmer months. So these beautiful full skirts are going to be everywhere, and there really is a shape and a style for everyone. And for this portion of today's episode, I've partnered with MyHeritage, and if you haven't heard of them before, they are the #1 family history service in the world. I recently took a DNA test with MyHeritage and was so excited to get the results of that. I've also been spending months now working on my family tree, and I absolutely love finding out about the people that came before me and their stories and who they are, and watching as my tree builds and getting a real sense of my heritage. And I think the older I get, the more interested I am in finding out a little bit more about about my forebears. And what MyHeritage does is they regularly email you updates when they find a new person or a family member to add to your tree. And I got that email recently, and there in fact was a family member who is part of my tree who was a convict that came to Australia with the convicts. And that's a little bit of a running joke if you come from Australia, whether you come from convict stock or not. And part of my family tree does. So it was kind of interesting for me to find that out. MyHeritage also has what they call instant discoveries, and it is a tab that is at the top of the website, and all you need to do is click that, and it pretty much delivers some instant discoveries of family members that are right there and ready to add to your tree. But the great thing about MyHeritage is that you don't need to know much about your family's origins, because MyHeritage basically does all of the hard work of connecting the dots for you. And as I said, I get regular emails sharing new family matches with me, and it's kind of not surprising because MyHeritage has over 19 billion records on offer. So there is a lot of choice there in terms of trying to locate your forebears. There's also all sorts of other things that you can do on the website. You can upload a photo of your family members, or you can grab one that shows up in your family tree and you can colorize it, you can make it look a little more vibrant, and you can even animate it so you can kind of bring some of your forebears back to life, which is crazy cool. So if you'd like to start building your family tree and researching your own family history, then simply use the link in my description box below and you will save 50% off a subscription to MyHeritage. So what I suggest you do is whip on over to MyHeritage, take advantage of their 14-day free trial, get familiar with how it works, and you will see how easy it is to build your own family tree. In fact, MyHeritage pretty much do all the hard work for you. It is simple and it's a lot of fun. So I will leave a link in the description box below so you can go and check it out when you're finished watching this video. Now this next one is going to potentially divide you, so please let me know in the comments below what you think of this one, but I can't help but love this one. I keep seeing it everywhere, and that is metallic pants. Now I've talked about metallics quite a bit here on my channel in the last few videos, and that's because metallics are very much trending in the way of purses and jewelry and accessories, but I've seen more and more metallic pants and metallic style jeans picking up momentum, and for me I think this is a perfect spring trend. Certainly if you live somewhere that is cool enough where you can still wear pants in the warmer months, a beautiful pair of metallic silver jeans or pants. It's just a fun, fresh way to create a very simple look. Now, the reason I particularly like metallic, just in general, even in accessories, but especially in pants, is that they team incredibly well with everything. They're very much a neutral. So think of them in the same way that you would, say, a black pair of pants or a pair of denim jeans. They are that versatile. Obviously, they're going to make a big statement, and they're not going to be right for everyone. They may just be too much of a statement for some of you, but they are very easy to style. And I think that that's the most surprising thing about these metallic pants and jeans. They are a neutral. They're very easy to style. They look great with white, with black, with grey, with pink, with blues, you name it. And if you love adding a pop of colour to a metallic pair of pants works beautifully, as opposed to wearing a pop of colour with, say, a black pair of pants, and the black tends to kill the colour. So think about these metallic pants as a simple, fun and fresh way to update your spring wardrobe. Another trend that I am very much here for, and that is the return of chunky earrings, and in particular chunky stud type earrings and chunky hoops. I recently saw Anina Bing release a pair of beautiful knotted chunky earrings, and I keep seeing chunky hoops. Now the only word of warning with this style is that you don't want to opt for a pair of earrings that are too heavy. I think we probably all know that the heavier the earring, the more likely they are to pull down our ears and the holes in our ears if we wear pierced earrings. So be really careful of that with these chunky earrings. But I love the fact that you can wear a very simple outfit and your earrings do the talking for you. They make a statement. So they're ideal if you're not wanting to spend a lot of money on your new season wardrobe. Grab yourself a pair of chunky earrings and you've already updated your look. So if it's the same outfit that you were wearing last spring, or you're transitioning your winter wardrobe into the warmer months, add some chunky hoops or some chunky studs and you've got a whole new kind of modern take on that look. Oh, and please let me know in the comments below what you guys think of multiple piercings and whether you think that there is an age limit on multiple piercings in your ears. I used to have 2 piercings. I let one grow over. I have 1 now and I'm still tempted. I keep seeing all of these gorgeous images online of stacked chunky studs, and I do think it's quite a cool look. I'm not sure whether I'd wear it with my headscarf. I may look too much like a boho gypsy. Not that that's a bad thing, but it's not who I am. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of multiple piercings and especially whether there is an age limit. You know me, I don't like putting age limits on anything when it comes to fashion, but I'd love to hear what you think. Now, next up is the classic trench coat. And I know that not all of you will be interested in wearing this look, but the reason I've decided to include it on this list is because there are so many trenches available for spring, summer this year. And while it is a classic piece and one that essentially never dates, it does come in and out of vogue at times. And this season, it's very much having a moment. So what I am seeing quite a lot of is different lengths of trenches as well, because I know that often the petite girls say that a trench is just too much for them. But there are lots of different versions of trenches that I've noticed, and there kind of is something for everyone. So there are real crop trenches, there are sort of mid-length trenches, and trenches in all sorts of different colours, from browns to your classic Burberry colour. So the trenches, in my opinion, just add that perfect finishing touch to an outfit. They're great for trans-seasonal dressing when the weather hasn't really changed from the cooler months to summer, when you just need that little bit of extra layer, or when you just need something to, in case it does get a little bit colder at night. So the trenches are great, and as I said, there really is a trench for everyone this season. So if you've been thinking about dipping your toe in the trench trend, there are plenty on offer at lots of different price points. Now, the next spring trend that I actually haven't talked about at all on my channel in the last couple of weeks, and that is off-the-shoulder tops. And I particularly love this trend. I love it because I actually don't mind the look of my shoulders. It's sort of one part of my body I don't mind showing off. And the fact that these off-the-shoulder tops and blouses, some of them come with sleeves, some of them don't. There's sort of something there for everyone. Now, I know that a lot of you don't like showing off your arms, or certainly your upper arms, but I've seen some gorgeous off-the-shoulder tops that have little cap sleeves and a slight puffy sleeve to them as well. So it's a really nice way to show a little bit of skin, but not too much, and still be a little bit covered, but very much seasonally appropriate. And a lot of these off-the-shoulder tops are in stretchy fabric, so they're easy to wear. I remember a number of years ago wearing an off-the-shoulder top that was completely ruched across the front, and every time I went like that, it flung up. But I am seeing some different options, and certainly the off-the-shoulder tops with the sleeves in them prevent that from happening. But it's a feminine look and just something a little bit more special than wearing, say, a basic tee with whatever else you decide to wear, whether it's cargo pants or a long denim maxi or a floaty skirt. An off-the-shoulder top is just a nice spring change. Now, another trend that I'm actually also calling a bit of a micro trend, and this has been kind of coming for the last few seasons, and that is the trend for wearing skirts over pants. And I know a lot of people that will love this look, and I'm sure that there are a lot of you that will not like this look. It's one of those trends that definitely tends to divide you. But me personally, I love it. I think it's a great way of maximizing your wardrobe. It's a trend that works for everyone, and sometimes it just gives you that comfort factor. If you would like to wear, say for instance, a mini skirt, because there are still plenty of minis on offer as well, you can team your favorite mini with some of your favorite pants or jeans underneath. And again, this is a trend that's going to divide you, but the fact that it is a trend that's versatile and still gives you coverage but a nod to another trend, which is the minis, it kind of covers all bases. So if you like covering up your legs, but you like to wear a skirt and like to feel feminine, then this is the trend for you. Now, this trend is definitely not new, and that is the trend for wearing striped sweaters, but it is a trend that is continuing on really strongly over spring, summer. And And I like this trend. I think it is just a classic. It's a staple in most people's wardrobe. The striped sweater was a trend that took me a little bit to warm up to, but it is a kind of French-inspired look that is always on trend. It's very much a timeless piece. So if you decide to invest in this look and you like this kind of classic styling, then it is a piece that you can wear and enjoy for a long time to come. I love stripes. I don't actually own a striped sweater, so I might look at investing in one. But I love the fact that there is something for everyone here as well. There are hooded striped sweatshirts to beautiful fine knitted striped sweaters, cropped sweaters, sweatshirts, you name it. There's something for everyone. So if you like stripes and you, like me, haven't dipped your toe in this trend, then now's a good time to try it. Another trend that's very wearable, and I also haven't talked about it much in recent videos, and that's the trend for wearing what I'm calling minimalist sandals. There are so many beautiful slides and flat, minimal styling sandals that are a perfect addition to any spring-summer wardrobe. You know what it's like when you are very used to wearing trainers and maybe chunky lug sole style boots in the winter. It's quite hard transitioning to something or a sandal that's kind of finer, but there are so many sandals for spring-summer that are kind of somewhere in between. So they're not as dainty as like a ballet flat, and I know a lot of you struggle with the daintiness and petiteness of a ballet flat, which obviously is very much on trend at the moment. But these sandals are as I said, very much in between. They're not too dainty, but they're also not too chunky as well. They're very much a classic basic sandal that I think will be around for a long time. They're a timeless option and they work well with skirts, dresses, pants, jeans, you name it. So they're kind of the shoe of the season. So if you've enjoyed any of these trends, then click or tap on the screen to find out how to look luxe without spending a cent. Click or tap on the screen here and I'll see you there.